Hello, Cider Explorers. I can't believe it's December already. One whole year almost gone by. It always goes too quick these days. What's also coming up to a year is our time exploring cider. And for those of you who have been with us for the entire year, proposal of our gratitude will be shipping in this month's box. It's a coin. What does that mean? It's cool, it's nifty, but what does it do? So our tasting room is right around the corner, and by corner I mean probably end of 2022. Like, you know, all fun things slowed down in COVID, so did the construction and build out of our tasting room. But it's going to be absolutely amazing and worth the time. And what the coin will do is, because of your continued gratitude and support of what really excites us, which is making weird, crazy, funky ciders, we want to offer a ongoing kind of Cider Explorers elite club that can bring this coin to the cider room. You get discounts, you'll get special event invitations. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff. We're going to kind of formulate it out. As you know, we're always evolving, always trying to get better at what we do. And for those of you who've been with us for a year, we cannot thank you enough for allowing us to explore our dreams, which is making cool, interesting stuff that no one in the world of cider has ever seen. We do it right. And to start off, in your box this month, you'll be getting the beginning of the Book of Nomad Wild Wine Series, Iced in Isolation, and we'll be trying the Frigid Auger today. Now, for those that don't know, the Wild Wine Series is my favorite series of the year. It's the one that it's the only one that's still fully bone dry, no sugar in it. And one of the things you may have been noticing as we kind of changed the product and done the grafting, which is always innovate, is we've added small amounts of fruit, unfermented fruit, to a lot of our ciders now. So a little bit of sugar, about 3 grams, not too much. But with the wine series, we wanted to keep it still fully dry, and I love that about this. This one is Riesling grape skins from our good friends at Brotherhood Winery. Brotherhood is who we always work with. They're right about 20 minutes away from us here in the Hudson Valley. And then this one is co-fermented with peach and yuzu. So not a whole lot of color, like a nice straw color. Obviously, peach, yuzu, Riesling, not the boldest in the color palette, but it's extremely expressive, extremely bright. And it's why we chose yuzu and peach to kind of pair with the Riesling acidity. So let's give it a sniff. Right off the note, you're getting the high notes of the yuzu, which I think is really great. And underneath, the peach is kind of sneaking through. Riesling's not the strongest grape in profile, so that one lingers even underneath the peach, but it'll make up for it, I believe, in the flavor. Really, really nice. You get the acidity of the Riesling going all the way through, but the tannins from the skin contact fermentation rounds out the flavor. And even though it's dry, the peach and yuzu notes on top still give it a hint of sweetness, which I really love. Quite delicious. And the reason why it's one of my favorite series. Native Chardonnay is our other cider that we included. Now, right behind us is the barrels that we age our native in. It's work with a local old growth orchard, so the apples are older, have imperfections, which makes a more interesting cider profile, and one that we really love when we're working with wild yeast and bacteria. This one, again, from Brotherhood Winery, local Hudson Valley Chardonnay grapes, pressed off, and then we immediately got them and fermented native on it, as well as blending with some of our older stock as well. So it's a blend of 1 year, 2 years native, and then fresh Chardonnay fermented for about a month on the skins in this batch. This one has a slight amount of residual sweetness from the leftover Chardonnay juice. We wanted to just do that to kind of give it a little balance, give it a little more kind of characteristics that would jump out and make it really exciting. And I think it turned out really, really well. This one, as most natives you'll see, has a higher level of acetic acid, not overpowering, but it's very traditional in these wild ferments to kind of err on the side of the more Spanish style ciders, which have a slight acetic profile that I really love, especially if it's in balance, which is always so important for us. Let's give it a sniff. Right off the nose, you're getting the Chardonnay. Pretty intensely. You're getting like honeyed notes as well. I think that's a combination of the Chardonnay and the light acetic, which can be almost slightly sweet, which I think is so unique and interesting for an acid profile to bring to the table. Beautiful acidity, balanced with a little bit of that Chardonnay unfermented sugar in there. Like I said, almost like a honeyed characteristic, which is really, really cool. And you get a little bit of tannin from the Chardonnay grapes, not too much, really light, really drinkable, really delicious, and perfect to go at the Christmas table or whatever holiday you guys appreciate, Hanukkah, etc. I think it's going to be great to bring to the table and pair with foods. Both of these really. So that being said, cheers to the end of the year. Again, thank you so much for that. Have supported us for over a year, and really cool things to come from us as we move into the new year. So excited, and thanks for taking this journey along with us and exploring cider. Cheers.